Hello, my name's Karina Thompson and welcome to another episode in the series Mastering the Basics of mySewnet Embroidery software. If you're interested in learning more about embroidery software or subscribe or own a copy of mySewnet, why not subscribe to our free YouTube channel, and that way you won't miss out on any of our future episodes. I'm on a PC in the platinum level of the software, but what I show you today you can do in any of the paid for versions of the mySewnet software. The principles are the same if you're using a Mac. I have inserted an embroidery into the hoop. It's one of the free downloadable samples from the download page of the mySewnet.com website. In this film, I'm going to show you how to use the cut and paste features as well as the duplicate and rotate features within mySewnet to build a simple embroidery design. So I have my embroidery in my hoop. If I click on it, it's become selected, and I know that for two reasons. One, I have basically a box around my design here, and also on the film strip here, that stage has turned blue. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to do a left click in the design here, and then holding that click down, just drag it across so it's sort of in the corner here, because it's going to be easier for the next stage of the design work. Now I'm on the Home tab and I am going to click the Copy button, and straight away that has put basically a version, what was selected in the main hoop, that has put a version of that on the clipboard down here. What I'm now going to do is I'm now going to hit the Paste button. Now what's actually happened here is I can see from my film strip that there's a second copy of those bells, but I can't see them in the hoop, and that's because when you copy and do a paste, the embroidery that you've pasted is sat exactly on top of what you've copied. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to click and drag that across. Now what I want to do is just take a moment to talk about some of these handles or nodes around here. Can you see we've got a little arrow pointing up and a little arrow pointing to the side, and these basically allow you to flip your design. So for instance, clicking on this one on the top, it will basically flip it, and the same over here, it will flip it. Now I want to mirror these two designs, so I'm going to click on this, and you can see that that's mirrored it. Just whilst we're talking about these, the circle one over here would allow you to rotate your design by basically doing a left click and holding that down. Now what I am going to do is I am just going to select, I'm going to use the up here again on the Home tab, the Select All button, and I can see that that has selected both those sets of bells. You can see that I've got a line around it, okay, and that has been selected. But what I'm actually going to do is over here you can see there is a duplicate button. Now if I click on that, two things happen. The first thing is, can you see it's actually put that double set of bells down on the clipboard, but also it has pasted them into my hoop, but instead of pasting them exactly on top, it's actually put them sort of just close to it. Okay, and that's actually quite a useful feature, because that way you're not going to be sort of confused. You can actually see that there are two sets. Sometimes when you do just a cut and paste, you can miss that actually you have pasted that second embroidery because it's sat exactly on top. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to click and drag this up here, because there's one more feature that I want to show you today, and that is the rotate 45 degrees button. Now if I wanted to turn this around, I could actually use the circular node or handle on the side here to do that, but actually sometimes we want to be exactly precise, and some people struggle doing that by basically turning the rotate button on the side. So up here on the home tab is a rotate 45 degrees button. So if I click on that, it does exactly what it says. It's rotating that design 45 degrees, and there you are. You can see, just need to position that up, and you can see we've got a little sweet design here. That's just, you can see that I've very simply created it by taking a single embroidery and duplicating it, cut and pasting it and rotating it. So what are my golden rules for using cutting and pasting and duplicating? My first point is, remember that you need to select what it is that you want to copy or duplicate. And secondly, I'd actually say consider using duplicate rather than cut and paste. It's actually much more straightforward and you can see the results straight away. I hope you found this a useful film. If you have, please like us and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and that way we can help you master the basics of mySewnet. Happy sewing!